equations, and I'm going to look at one-step and step equations using the balance method. Starting off with an equation that looks like this, x plus 3 equals 5. Using the balance method, we must do the same thing to both sides of the equation, and in this case it is the opposite of add 3, so take 3 from both sides. X add 3, then take 3 is leaving us x, and then 5 take away 3 is 2. So that is the final answer to that equation. If we have an equation that looks like this, x minus 4 is equal to 12. The opposite of minus 4 is add 4 to both sides. Here, that means we are left with x, and then 12 plus 4 is 16. That's the final answer for that equation. If we have a fraction in the equation, x divided by 4 is 7. We need to do the opposite of divide by 4, which is times by 4, both sides. That would make this a whole x, and 7 times 4 is 28. And finally, if we had a multiple of x, so 4x is equal to 12, we divide both sides by the number in front of the x. In this case it's 4, leaving us with 1x, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. On to two-step equations. This time we have 2 steps to complete before getting our final answer. If we look at an equation like this, 2x plus 3 equals 13, we need to get rid of the plus 3, so we take 3 from both sides, so we are left with 2x is equal to 13 take away 3 is 10. Divide by the number in front of the x, which in this case is 2, and that means that x is equal to 5. If we have an equation that looks like this, 4x minus 3 is equal to 17. We do the opposite of take 3 from both sides, so that is add 3 to both sides, leaving us here with 4x is equal to 20. Divide by the number in front of the x, which is 4 in this case, and we have x is equal to 20 divided by 4, which is 5. If we have a fraction in our two-step equation like this, x over 3 plus 2 equals 12. The first thing we need to do is take 2 from both sides, because that's the opposite of add 2. We are left with x divided by 3 is equal to 12, take away 2, which is 10. Then instead of having a divide by 3, the opposite of that is times by 3, so that would leave us with a whole x is equal to 10 times 3, which is 30. And finally, if we have an equation that looks like this, 4x plus 1 all divided by 3 is equal to 7. We need to get rid of this divisor first. So the opposite of divide by 3 is times by 3. So 3 times 7 is 21, and 4x plus 1 over here. Then we take 1 from both sides, so 4x is equal to 20, and then divide both sides by the number in front of the x, so divide by 4, and that would leave us with x is equal to 5. Okay, it's very important when you're doing both one-step and two-step equations that you clearly write what you're going to do to both sides. You can either do that by writing it underneath both sides of the equation like I did to start off with, or you can just write it down the side of the page, and when you do that you should pop it in a bracket just so that it's clear from your workings what you're doing to both sides of the equation. Okay, thanks for watching.